Good day, dear students. Welcome to our English lesson. Today, our topic is unusual towns. The contents of today's lesson are reading and reading activity on unusual towns. Once we're done with the reading part, we'll get introduced with the grammar on there is, there are, and its usage in affirmative, negative sentences and questions. Closer to the end of the lesson, we're going to have several grammar activities on there is, there are. Look at the picture. Where can you find this type of a red telephone booth? A. In England or B. In China? Think about it. The correct answer is actually both England and China. How is it possible? Let's check it on the next slide. Now, let's listen and read the text. We will need to answer the question, which unusual town would you like to visit? Whittier, Alaska, USA. Whittier is an unusual town because all its residents, around 200 people, live in the same building. There isn't a shopping center in Whittier, but there is a small supermarket there. In the building, you can also find a hotel, a restaurant, and a school. You get to the school through a tunnel under the ground. Why? Because it's very cold in Alaska. Thames Town, China. The River Thames is in England, so Thames Town is an English town, right? No, that is wrong. It is in China, near Shanghai, but the streets and shops look English. The street names are also in English: Oxford Street, Chelsea Street. There are red telephone boxes on the streets, so you can see a statue of Harry Potter there. So the question is, which unusual town would you like to visit? For example, I would like to visit Thames Town in China. Now, let's read the text again. Write T for true or F for false. Stop the video and do the activity. Welcome back. Now it is time to check your answers. First sentence is, Whittier is an American town. It is true. Second is, there are 200 buildings in Whittier. It is false. The restaurant and the supermarket in Whittier are in the same building. It is true. Fourth sentence is, Thames Town is a Chinese neighborhood in England. It is false. Fifth sentence is, there are red streets in Thames Town. It is false. And last sentence is, the streets in Thames Town have English names. That is correct. Well done. Now, let's learn some grammar. We use there is and there are to say that something exists or is in a place. Structure number 1 is there plus is plus singular noun plus place. Structure 2 is there plus are plus plural noun plus place. Short forms are there is there's, there are has no short form. Let's read examples. There is or there's a cat in the garden. Why there's? Because a cat is a singular noun. Last example is there are 2 windows in the room. Windows is a plural noun. That's why we use there are. Now let's talk about there is, there are in negative. We use there is not and there are not to talk about something which does not exist or is not in a place. The structure 1 is there plus is plus not plus singular noun plus place. Structure 2 is there plus are plus not plus plural noun plus place. Short forms are there is not, there isn't, or there's not, there are, there aren't. Examples are there is not a school near my house. A school is a singular noun. That's why we use there is not. And last one is there are not any chairs in the room. We use there are not because any chairs in plural. Now let's talk about there is, there are in questions. We use is there and are there to ask if something exists or is in a place. Structure 1 is plus there plus singular noun plus place and question mark. Structure 2 is are plus there plus plural noun plus place and question mark. Examples are is there a library? Yes, there is. You cannot say yes, there's. A negative would be no, there isn't. Are there any students? Yes, they are. No, they aren't. Now let's do our first activity on there is, there are. Complete the sentences. Use the correct form of there is, there are. Before starting, let's read the example. There is a bowling alley in my neighborhood. If you see plus, it means you need to write affirmative sentence. If you see a minus, it means that you need to write a sentence in negative. Now stop the video and do the activity. Welcome back. Now it is time to check your answers. First sentence is there is not, or short forms are there is not or there isn't a cinema in Whittier. Second sentence would be there are many clothes shops in the shopping center. The third sentence is there is or there's a nice library in my town. The fourth sentence, there are not, there aren't a Japanese restaurants near my house. In the last sentence, there is not, or there isn't a canteen in my school. Now let's do the second activity. Write questions about someone's town. Use there is, there are. Before start, let's read examples. A cinema. Is there a cinema, for example, in your town? As you see, a cinema is a singular noun, so we use is there. Nice gyms. Are there any nice gyms? We use are there because gyms are in plural. Now, stop the video, do the activity, and come back. Welcome back. It is time to check your answers. The first question would be, are there Mexican restaurants? The second question would be, is there a skate park? The third question would be, is there a bowling alley? The fourth question would be, are there clothes shops? Well done. Now let's do the third activity. Now it is time for our last activity. Read the questions and write answers to them based on your town. Let's read example. Is there a cinema in your town? Yes, there is. There's a cinema in my town. Now stop the video and do the activity. Okay, welcome back. Now it is time to check your answers. This first question is there a cinema in your town? Answer can be yes, there is. The second question is, are there Mexican restaurants? Answers can be no, they're not, no, they aren't. The third question is there a skate park? The answer can be no, there is not, or there isn't. The fourth question is there a bowling alley? The answer can be yes, there is. The fifth sentence is, are there clothes shops? The answer can be yes, they are. Well done, we've finished. Dear students, I'm very proud of you. Now we reach the end of the lesson and it's time to think what we did today. Today we learned about unusual towns. We also learned about the new grammar topic, there is, there are, and practice it through different activities. I'm sure that you know this topic well now. Thank you very much and see you next time.